Hello, thank you for joining me today. My name is Mary and I am part of OC Public Libraries Charlie Cart Committee. We bring you cooking, food, and food literacy programs, events, and information. Today, we'll be doing a video as part of our new Taste Buds program in which we explore a new spice every month. This month's spice is cardamom. Cardamom comes in 3 formats in the store. You can buy the pods, the seeds, which come out of the pod, or ground, which are just the seeds ground into a powder. Here's a side note. If you have a recipe that calls for pods, make sure you use green cardamom pods. There are also black cardamom pods, but they are also called fake cardamom or false cardamom, and they have a very medicinal flavor. So for most recipes, including today's, make sure you use green cardamom pods. We are going to make chai masala. In Hindi, chai masala is spiced tea. Chai is tea, masala is spiced. Kind of a fun note, if you go to a coffee shop or a tea shop or a grocery store, you will see boxes or the label chai tea. Basically, that is just saying tea, tea. You'll hear me say that numerous times today as well. For today's recipe, we're using the Charlie Cart curriculum recipe. We are going to have 1 cinnamon stick. We're going to use cardamom seeds, about a ½ teaspoon or less, depending on your taste. We're going to use 5 black peppercorns, more if you like a spicy finish. We're going to use ginger. If you use organic ginger, no need to peel it. Go ahead and just slice it up and it'll all go right in the pot. I'm going to use a mortar and pestle to grind my spices and seasonings so they release more flavor. At home, if you don't have a mortar and pestle, use a rolling pin. You can even use a hammer, but put down plastic or newspaper or something in between. Your spices can go right into your pot with 2 cups of water. So you're adding the milk first. It's especially good for those that like that boiled milk sort of a flavor. I recommend that if you're using dairy milk, please use whole milk because the fats in the milk will help enhance the flavor of the spices. I am going to be using a non-dairy almond milk today. Because of that, I'm only going to use 3 cups as opposed to 4, so as to not dilute the spices too much. All of that goes right into the pot, and then you just bring that to a boil. So, bring yours to a boil and we'll meet up here in just a moment. Welcome back. Once your milk, spices, and water have come to a boil, now is the time to reduce your heat to low and add your tea bags. I'm using decaf tea. You can use regular tea, definitely use black. It doesn't have to be fancy. This is when you can throw in your Lipton because the star of the show here is all of these spices. Alternatively, you don't even have to add tea at all. In that case, I think you would just have milk masala, not chai masala. So once you've had your tea, you're going to have it on simmer, low, for about 10-15 minutes to enhance the flavors. You do not want to boil it with the tea because that would make the tea quite bitter. If you want a more pronounced flavor, go ahead and turn the heat off, put the lid on, and go away. Go away for 30-45 minutes. That will make sure that the flavors seep into the milk, but I can never wait that long. So we're going to just let this simmer for about 10-15 minutes, and then we'll join back up again to add our final touches and enjoy. Welcome back. It's probably been about 10-15 minutes or longer if you wanted more flavor. It should be smelling amazing about now. So now is when you sweeten. Honey is our choice of sweetener for this recipe. Some things to keep in mind is if you're using a non-dairy milk, it could already be sweetened, so you'll want to maybe use less sweetener. The best thing to do is to take a spoonful, see how you like it, and add what you like. Traditional chai masala is quite sweet, so 1 to 2 tablespoons or more or less, according to your taste, is about right. And give it a good stir, and then you're ready to enjoy. So there are some options. You can sieve through a sieve like this to remove the spices and the tea bags. Those can go right into your compost. Awesome. I tend to do this sort of an experience so that I can have my cup right away. Enjoy. Some things to know about your chai is that every chai masala is different based on personal taste preferences. So if you want more of a bang, go with more peppercorns. You like cloves? Add them. You like star anise? Add it. You like nutmeg? Put some in. Play with the ratios until you get the one that is just your cup of tea. Thank you. Enjoy. We'll see you next month. Have a good one.